Hey guys, it's Jessie V. Okay, so I know that this story sounds very crazy, and that's because it is. My friend from high school bought a possessed doll off of eBay, and you're probably wondering, why the heck would someone do that? And I honestly have no idea because I personally definitely wouldn't. Like, I've seen Annabelle, I've seen Chucky. There is nothing about having a creepy killer doll that intrigues me. Throw them in the fire. But this friend that I had used to collect them for fun. And surprisingly, this is actually a real thing that some people like to do. They are commonly known as haunted dolls, which basically means that a spirit was put into the doll. And people like this because the doll begins to act like a real child, showing up at random places, talking, misplacing things, playing around. Like, there are websites dedicated to these dolls. You can go on there and buy the doll of your choosing. Why would someone want to do this to themselves? I was actually reading some reviews of people who buy these dolls, and a common phrase that I kept seeing was that these dolls were somehow comforting. The evil dolls were comforting. Like, they make people feel like they aren't alone. I mean, I really don't understand it, but I'm not one to judge. All I can say personally is that I don't think it's a good idea. Why would you want to allow evil to enter your life? Like, come on, you think the doll is your friend, but you wake up in the middle of the night one night and it's sitting on your bed holding a hot curling iron up to your throat? That was really creative of me. What a random thought. But like, seriously, you know what I mean, right? So the friend I had started buying these haunted dolls on this haunted doll website. I'd say she bought about one each month, and none of them seemed to be possessed. She would test them out by putting them in certain places of her room, and then she would leave, and if she came back and it was moved or even slightly moved, she would think that they were haunted, but these dolls just weren't doing that. They were staying in the exact same place that she put them. See, if I was her, I would be so happy that my dolls did not move in the night. But she's like,
darn it, my dolls aren't creepy enough.
I mean, you don't hear that every day. So she did some research online, and she found out that a lot of people buy haunted dolls on eBay. Because let's be real, you can pretty much buy anything on eBay. Someone even put Justin Timberlake's half-eaten French toast on there. And someone actually bought it for like $1,000. Like, what? It's gonna be moldy in like 12 hours, and then what are you gonna do with it? I mean, I love Ian Somerhalder, okay? But if he had his half-eaten pepperoni slice online for sale, I would not want it. Anyways though, my friend went on eBay and typed in haunted dolls, and there were pages and pages of them. Like, if you research that right now, you'll see what I mean. And obviously, most of them are fakes because there can't be that many haunted dolls in the world, or at least I hope not, but I'm really not sure. But my friend had to go through 2 fake dolls from eBay until she found the third one, which was haunted. Now, this third doll did not look like your average doll. Actually, it looked very similar to that doll in the snow from Mulan. It was very simply put together, kind of like a rag doll or something. Black circles for eyes, yarn for hair. Kind of looked like a child sewed it together or something. I know this sounds cliche, but honestly, the creepier the doll looks, the more likely that it's gonna be possessed. So she gets this doll in the mail with a please do not return note inside of it. So obviously this previous owner is really trying to get rid of this doll. They do not want it back, which is already danger sign number 1. Danger. You do not want this doll. Oh, and I cannot remember how much she bought it for. I know it was cheap, like around $20, $15 or something. But the first night, nothing happened. And the second night, nothing really happened either. So she was kind of starting to get her hopes up. But the third night is where things got pretty weird. She had placed the doll on her bedside table, and in the morning, it was sitting on the end of her bed, just looking straight at her. She started constantly losing her homework. Like, she would print out the project she needed and would put it like on her bed or on her table, and then she'd walk back into the room and it would be completely gone. And this happened very often. And you know when people say to their teacher, my dog ate my homework? Well, I guess she could say my doll hid my homework, but then the teacher would think she was on drugs or something. Yeah, this doll would just show up in random places all over the house. And what made my friend freak out the most were the nights that she'd wake up just randomly and the doll would be right beside her face. Like, the doll never harmed her and never made any noises, but just the fact that it would show up so close to her made her freaked out, like just so freaked out, just staring into her soul. Think of it like a jump scare in a movie. But yeah, she couldn't take it anymore. She thought that's what she wanted, but when it actually started happening, she was like, what did I do to myself? She would barely sleep because she was constantly trying to keep an eye on this doll. And who knows, maybe she was making this all up. Like, I personally never saw the doll in person. I never saw it moving. I never witnessed anything it did. I only heard about it in person at school and through text message. All I can say is that when she talked to me about it at school, her eyes would water so much. So about a month after she owned it, she made this really long Facebook post including the picture of the doll. And she basically told everyone everything the doll was doing to her in her house and pretty much begged for someone to take it. Which I don't know who would after she talked about all the creepy things it was doing. But she said she was giving it away for free because she just wanted it gone. She just wanted it out of her house. And I saw tons of comments on that post from people saying that she never should have bought it in the first place. They were telling her to stay away from those haunted doll sites. And there were also a few people who said that she shouldn't even be showing a picture of the doll to people because apparently it can even affect people through the screen, which I don't know if I believe, but that's what a few people were saying. People just say they get really bad feelings from pictures. And no, I do not have the picture of the doll to show you guys because there was no way I was gonna save that picture of the doll to my computer. And plus, I didn't have a YouTube channel back then, so there was really no need for me to save the picture of the doll. I mean, I'm sure if I went on her Facebook and went all the way back to high school, I could find it. It would take me forever, but I could probably find it. Honestly, I don't want to see it. But anyways, the last I heard, she gave it to some guy in Quebec. I don't know what happened with him and the doll. I hope he's still alive. But anyways, that is the story of the time my friend bought a possessed doll on eBay. I would not recommend that you guys do that. Sure, tons of them are fakes, but you never know if you're gonna get one that's actually haunted or not. I just wouldn't do it to be safe. But yeah, as usual guys, my social media information is below along with my vlog channel and my P.O. Box information, so check that out. And until next time guys, bye!